On the sideline coaching a Sweet 16 matchup against Maryland, South Carolina head coach Dawn Staley didn't look like her usual vibrant self. She was somber, her face calculated. Her team was behind, again. In back-to-back March Madness games, South Carolina trailed at halftime. It happened against Indiana in the second round, and now Maryland, up by just 2, had the defending champs on the ropes. The Gamecocks looked frazzled, rattled even, and no one was coming to save them from their first-half blunders. Maryland had seemingly figured out a framework that forced South Carolina to abandon their high-intensity brand of basketball. The Gamecocks thrive on a defense that generates transition points and an offense that breaks opponents down one shot at a time. Yet, with the third quarter underway, a frustrated Staley continued encouraging her players. Slowly, possession by possession, they forced stops. As the Gamecocks entered the fourth, MiLaysia Fulwiley came alive. Fulwiley is a walking highlight reel, capable of dazzling plays at any moment. But on this night, she was more than a viral clip. She was their savior. Her 23 points off the bench led all scorers, with 16 coming in the second half. "When you have a dynamic player like MiLaysia, you put the ball in her hands," Staley said post-game. "And you allow her to create her magic, and she did that for us today." Magic was exactly what South Carolina needed to erase their mistakes and advance. Their first half had been filled with poor shot selection and stagnant ball movement. Maryland, meanwhile, found easy looks and took advantage. For Terrapins finished in double figures, and South Carolina's defense struggled to contain them. Outside of Fulwiley, one of the few saving graces was Chloe Kitts adding key buckets to the total. Maryland, however, lost its Cinderella magic, turning the ball over 5 times as time wound down. South Carolina survived, but an upset looms. Without some heroics, their repeat title hopes could have ended. Now, they move on to the Elite Eight, where they'll face Duke. "We know that if we play like that again, we're going home," senior te-hina paopao admitted. "It's just something that we don't want to experience again. We know we can do better." "The underestimated is dead," Kitts added. "We should not be underestimating anybody. We just need to remember who we are and play like it's our last." South Carolina is the reigning champion. They can compete with anyone, but the competition has adjusted. The target on their back has only grown. "Everybody wants to knock you off your throne," Staley said. "This team has never been in this position, defending a title. We went undefeated, so they forget how close we came to losing." They can't keep sweeping those moments away. The Gamecocks won't keep getting lucky. If they don't tighten up, another team will be ready to take their crown.